No time for that now. Head to the north wing immediately. We need to set up for the banquet.
Time to tackle these.
I'm not sure if we can finish in time.
It doesn't matter, we have to.
I think we're out of time.
We'll find a way. God, I'm so exhausted. I just need a break. Is it really this late already? Time feels like it's stopped. Another shift. This pile never ends. I just need to get through it. Another night. Same garbage. Just get it done. Another morning. This is it, isn't it? Time to get back to work.
By now, you know clean plates move faster than tired hands ever can.
And tired hands are the only thing this whole wedding cannot replace.
You hear applause from the ballroom and count it as another wave coming.
The flowers get photographed while your knuckles whiten around a wet gray tub.
Before the cake is cut, your back already knows how late it is. No one explains the rules because the rules arrive as piles.
If dirty wear lingers, clean wear starts disappearing where service needs it. So you chase absence as much as mess, and both keep winning.
A cart left in the wrong doorway becomes a delay nobody forgives. The ballroom looks calm because your side of the wall never gets to. Every shift teaches you that speed is really a chain of hidden handoffs. Dirty plates leave tables, then race you through corners slick with water. Clean forks vanish quietly, and suddenly the whole room feels behind. Nobody needs a lecture, so every mistake gets translated into faster walking. You notice how the event sheet never bends for sore shoulders.
It only waits there, dry and flat, while the sink keeps rising.
The worst part is how ordinary the pressure sounds when supervisors say it.
They ask for quicker resets like they are asking for napkins. You nod because arguing just steals seconds from the next return.
And seconds are what this job quietly uses to judge your worth.
The dish machine hum becomes a metronome for everybody else's timeline.
You scrape, stack, rinse, and reach before your thoughts can finish.
Somewhere outside, somebody promises forever over silverware you still have to polish. Inside, forever means getting through the next 10 minutes without another bottleneck.
A full bus tub feels heavier when you know 3 more weight behind it.
The floor shines for guests and turns slippery exactly where you must hurry.
Even the trash run feels timed, because overflow makes the whole room look careless.
You start hearing urgency inside normal voices, and that changes everything. By now, your body understands pressure before your mind names it. The wedding glows brighter each hour, and you feel smaller beside it. Your gloves trap heat until your fingers feel borrowed and less precise.
Steam lifts off the dish machine and settles inside your shirt collar.
The plates keep coming with lipstick stains, grease, cake sugar, and hurry. You bend into deep sinks long enough to forget your natural posture. A fork hidden in foam can cut faster than exhaustion can react. You keep moving anyway, because pain does not clear table 12. The corridor smells like sanitizer, wet linen, and old panic. Every turn with a loaded rack asks your knees another rude question. No guest sees this part, which makes the strain feel easier to ignore. It also makes you wonder how much invisible work a celebration can swallow. Somebody laughs in the ballroom while broken stemware clicks into the discard bin.
The sound is tiny, but your stomach treats it like a warning.
You dry glassware carefully, then faster, then carefully again. That is the rhythm here. Precision chased by urgency, then punished by both. A supervisor passes by and your shoulders straighten before you decide to. Nobody threatened you just then, which is why the feeling stays.
You carry plates stacked high enough to make depth feel dishonest.
The stack sways once, and your breath leaves before the danger does.
When the room gets slammed, kindness disappears first, and explanation follows it. You realize the job is not hard because it is dirty. It is hard because dirty things arrive, carrying everybody else's deadline.
Even your careful movements get called slow when the return piles climb. So you make your body negotiate with speed, one joint at a time. Wrist first, then shoulder, then lower back, then pride.
The worst humiliation is being rushed by people who only see the shortage. They do not see the rinse water, the cuts, or the steam.
They see empty shelves and call for more, as if more is nearby. You feel closest to breaking when you are almost caught up. Because almost caught up is when another wave finally sees you. And that wave never arrives alone, because weddings save their worst timing.
Then a coworker slides you a fresh towel without saying anything. It feels stupidly kind, which is exactly why you nearly feel human again. For a minute, the corridor sounds less like judgment and more like work.
You and another steward move in sync, and the racks finally shorten.
Somebody even says, "Good job," quietly, like it costs them something.
That tiny sentence carries you farther than the coffee ever did.
You start imagining an ending where the room clears and your body survives it.
The sink drops lower, the cart lanes open, and your breathing settles.
For one bright stretch, the night feels organized enough to forgive. Then dessert plates arrive, like proof that hope here is always temporary. The returns come back sticky, fast, and strangely heavier than before. Cake knives, coffee cups, and smeared forks rebuild the mountain immediately.
The clean side empties again, and the call for more sharpens.
That earlier kindness still matters, but it cannot change the math of volume. You push another rack and feel your socks cooling from spilled water.
The ballroom cheers for the cake, while you chase what celebration leaves behind. No one designed this moment for dignity, only for throughput and recovery.
That is when the job trap shows itself most clearly.
You are needed most when you look most replaceable. And the room only notices you when something runs out.
By now, your shirt clings cold, and your lower back answers every lift.
You stop thinking about finish times and start thinking in smaller mercies. One safe turn around the corner without meeting another loaded rack.
One stack that does not slip while your wrists are already shaking.
One more cart that reaches the machine before the next shout does.
The loophole is small, but you learn it by surviving enough weddings.
You stop chasing perfection and start protecting flow, hands, and breakage risk. You stage what can be staged before the next crush begins. You memorize shortcuts that save steps without stealing safety from turns.
And still the night can bury good strategy under one late surge.
So the real skill is not speed alone, but controlled recovery.
It is knowing what must move now and what can wait.
It is hiding your panic so the room does not multiply it.
It is taking one breath before the next wet turn.
The wedding ends for guests long before it ends inside you.
Long after the last dance, you are still clearing proof it happened. Chairs lift, linen disappears, and the pretty room starts showing its bones. This is when your body feels oldest and your work feels newest.
Because reset means the next promise is already being prepared.
Another couple, another ballroom, another night balanced on clean plates.
Your labor disappears so the illusion can return untouched. And that disappearance is the bruise you carry home. No one asks whether your hands still buzz when you try to sleep. No one photographs the steam, the cuts, or the quiet limping. But you remember all of it because your body keeps receipts.
By morning, the glamour is gone and the soreness remains honest. A close, tactile morning room.
You learn the wedding was never built to hold your pain. It was built to hide it behind one more clean, shining plate. If this story stayed with you, let it sit a little longer.
Subscribe if you want more lives hidden behind the work people celebrate.